Hey, 7 ways that selling to a cash buyer a property that is in probate, can be made easier. Let's take a look. Hey, I'm Courtney Rollins with the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel and Facebook group. Would love for you to hit the like and subscribe. We're helping families through some of the biggest transitions in life, particularly when it comes to probate and estate planning, and helping people solve problems and create income and wealth through real estate. All right, I just did this, but I did not have my headset on, so I am now ready to go. One of the things, number one, expertise in the probate process, being able to know and understand when and what are the steps in probate specific to the state of North Carolina, or if you're working with another probate specialist to that state, is so essential and so important. There have been several times where folks have come to me because they thought they weren't able to sell a property, or they thought they were able to, and need to understand and clarify, here's the steps that need to happen for you to actually get that done. Now, I'm not an attorney or a financial advisor, not giving legal advice, just sharing my experience and opinions as I continue to work with families in probate. Number two, a quick cash offer. That's one of the best things that we can provide and offer. Now, it's not always the best solution for someone, so we don't try to ram our options down your throat. It's really what is best for you. But having as many options as possible is so important. And quite often, a quick cash offer is important, particularly if you're dealing with time constraints with paying off debt for the estate, or perhaps you want to unlock the equity and be able to share those benefits with the heirs in a quick fashion, or you're just so tired of being done with this inherited property that you need a quick cash offer, and that's a great way to make it easier for you. Understanding what needs to happen with the property is so important because, yeah, so when you step in with someone who's experienced, who's an investor, who understands the needs of a property that needs to be rehabbed, there isn't a long time period between saying, "Hey, I wonder what this property needs, or what contracts am I going to need here." They understand, we understand, and can evaluate the property efficiently and provide you with more information as well. Number four, paperwork is made simple. My contracts or my agreements are one page. Now, it's important if you do work with an end buyer or go with a realtor or listed, that end buyer who's going to use it for their house, for their own personal use, it's important to have the the pages and pages and pages of contingencies and disclaimers, because they're not taking on the same risk that an investor is taking on. An investor should be experienced, should know what they're doing, and should understand the risk they're taking on. That's why they're often getting it at such a discounted price. But a end buyer needs to be protected. So that's the reason there's so much paperwork. But what's so great about this is their process is simple, and the paperwork is very straightforward and simple. And again, number five connects right to there. There's no financing contingencies. There's not, hey, waiting on the lender or the bank to say, hey, these things need to be taken care of so they can fit this loan vehicle. No, we're dealing with the cash buyer. So there should be any contingencies, and that should make the process a lot more smoother, and a lot easier. And number six, you avoid the listing and marketing time. We understand, particularly when we're talking about someone who's gone through probate and someone who's passed away, and now we recognize even more so the how important our time is. And so, saving time as opposed to listing it. Now, if you have the time to list and you have the time to put in the energy for that, awesome. But if you are under time constraints or you want to save your time, number six, that's one great reason to work with a probate specialist that is a cash buyer. Number seven, experience with the transaction management. So these cash buyers, such as myself, are working with closing attorneys who are used to these type of transactions. We're usually paying all the closing costs. We should be paying all the closing costs, and so working with the attorney who knows understand these deals, coupled with a probate specialist who understands probate, is going to make the transaction a lot more, a lot easier, and make your life easier. So if you want support or need help, reach out to me at estateproservice.com or 919-341-1992. We'll love to support you any way we can. It is not about what my solution is. It's about listening, hearing with heart, and hands-on approach so that you have as many options as possible. If you decide to work with me, that's awesome. But what's most important is making sure that you have the tools in front of you to help you make a informed decision. All right. I flew through that one. Hopefully the microphone was working. I'm sure it was. But if you have questions or anything, feel free to reach out. If there's topics you want me to cover, would love to hear from you, and I will do my best to get them out there as soon as possible. All right, this is the Life in Transitions Experts podcast. Let your light shine. Cheers.